The small town of Meinfeld was a quiet and pretty place. A path went from there through green trees to the tall mountains above the valley. When the path went up into the Alps, the air smelled sweet from the short grass and small mountain plants. One sunny June morning, a tall and strong girl from the mountains was walking on the path. She held a little girl's hand. The little girl's face was red from walking, even though her skin was brown from the sun. It was not a surprise, because the girl was wearing many clothes like it was winter, even though it was hot. She was about 5 years old. She wore 2 or 3 dresses and a big red scarf. She had big, heavy shoes. She looked small and round and hot as she walked up the hill. They walked for 1 hour and came to a small village on the big mountain called the Alm. There were a few houses there. From one house, a woman called out, "Dita, wait! I will come with you if you are going up more." The little child let go of her hand and sat down on the ground. "Are you tired, Heidi?" asked Dita. "No, but I am hot," said the child. "We will be there in 1 hour if you walk fast and climb strong," said Dita to help the child feel better. A kind and big woman came out of a house and walked with them. The child stood up and walked behind them. The 2 women started talking about people they knew in the village. "Where are you taking the child, Dita?" "Is she your sister's daughter?" the woman asked. "Yes," said Dita. "I'm taking her to Alm Uncle. She will stay with him." "You can't be serious, Dita. Are you crazy? That old man will not listen. He will tell you to go away." "Why not?" said Dita. "He is her grandfather. He must care for her now. I took care of her until the summer. Now I have a good job offer. The child will not stop me from taking it. But he is not like other people. You know that. You know that. How can he care for a small child? I don't think it will work. But tell me, what job will you do?" Dita said, "I'm going to work in a big house in Frankfurt. Last summer I cleaned rooms for a rich family. They liked me and wanted me to come with them. Now they are back, and I said yes." "I am happy I am not the child," said Barbara with fear. They had reached halfway up the mountain. Barbara left for a small hut nearby. It was Peter the goatherd's house. It was old and shook in the wind. If it were higher, the wind might knock it over. Peter was 11. Every day he brought the goats up to the mountain. In the evening, he brought them back. The goats liked the children, and the children were not afraid. Peter only played with kids during goat time. At home, he lived with his mother and blind grandmother. He only ate and slept there. His father had died in an accident. His mother was called Peter the goatherd's wife, and the old lady was simply called grandmother. Dita waited 10 minutes, but the children did not come. She climbed higher and looked around, upset. The children walked slowly up the mountain. Peter knew where the goats could eat grass. The goats walked here and there. The little girl was very tired. Her clothes were heavy. She was hot and could not breathe well. She walked slowly and used all her strength. She looked at Peter. He moved easily in his light clothes and bare feet. She also looked at the goats. They could walk fast and climb rocks. Suddenly, the girl sat down. She quickly took off her shoes and socks. Then she took off her heavy shawl and 2 dresses. The girl felt happy and free. At last, the children came to the top near the small house. Dita saw them and shouted, "Heidi, what did you do? You look bad. Where are your dresses and shawl? Where are the new shoes I bought? Where are the new socks I made? Where are they, Heidi?" Heidi pointed down quietly. She said, "There." Dita looked and saw a small pile. In the middle was a small red dot. It was the shawl. "Poor child," Dita said with worry. What is this? Why did you take off your clothes? Because I don't need them, said Heidi. She was not sorry. How can you be so silly, Heidi? Are you crazy? Said Dita. She was angry. Who will walk down and get your clothes? Peter, please run down and bring them back. Don't just look at me. I am late now, said Peter. He stood still. His hands were in his pockets. He watched Dita shout. Stop looking and move, said Dita. Peter was happy. He ran down fast. He came back quickly. Dita gave him the coin. Peter smiled and put the coin in his pocket. If you go to the uncle with us, you can carry the bag, said Dita. They had to climb a steep hill behind Peter's house. Peter took the bag. He followed Dita. He held the bag with his left arm. His right hand held a stick. Heidi jumped happily next to him with the goats. The old man's hut was on a big rock. The wind blew there, but the sun shone bright. From there, you could see far down the valley. Behind the hut were 3 big fir trees. Behind the trees were big gray rocks. The uncle made a seat next to his house. His hands were on his knees. He watched the children climb up with the goats. Aunt Data was behind them. The children caught her long ago. Heidi was first. She went to the old man. What is this? He gave her his hand for a little time. He looked at her carefully under his thick eyebrows. Heidi looked at him without blinking. She was curious. He looked strange. He had a thick gray beard and big eyebrows that met in the middle. Dita came with Peter. Peter wanted to see what happened. Good day, uncle, said Dita. This is Tobias's and Adelheide's child. You may not remember her. Then he told Peter, Go and bring my goats. You are late. Peter listened and ran away quickly. The uncle looked at Peter so that Peter was happy to go. Uncle, I bring this girl for you to care for, said Dita. I took care of her 4 years. Now it is your turn. The old man was angry. He said, What will I do if she cries for you? Small children cry a lot. Then I cannot help. You must take care of that, said Dita. When the baby was with me years ago, I had to learn how to care for her. No one helped me. I had my mother to care for too. I want to work now. If you cannot care for her, do what you want. If she is hurt, it is your fault. I am sure you do not want to feel bad. Data said more than she wanted because she felt bad inside. The uncle stood up. He looked at her and she stepped back. He moved his arm and said, Go away. Leave now. Stay where you came from. Do not come here again. Data left quickly. She said goodbye to Heidi and the uncle. Felt worried inside, so her mother told her before she died to take care of Heidi. But Dita thought she could help Heidi more if she earned money. She was happy to leave people who told her what to do. She looked forward to her new home.